It was down by old Joe's barroom, on the corner of the square. They were serving drinks as usual, and the usual crowd was there. On my left stood Big Joe McKennedy. His eyes were bloodshot red, and he turned his face to the people, and these were the very words that he said. I went down to the St. James Infirmary. I saw my baby there. She was stretched out on a long white table, so sweet, so cool and so fair. Let her go, God bless her, wherever she may be. She may search this whole wide world over, never find a sweeter man as me. When I die, please bury me in my high-top Stetson hat. Put a $20 gold piece on my watch chain, so the boys all know I died standing pat. Let her go, God bless her, wherever she may be. She may search this whole wide world over, never find a sweeter man as me. I want 6 crap shooters to be my pallbearers, 3 pretty women to sing a song, stick a jazz band on my hearse wagon, raise hell as I roll along. Let her go, God bless her, wherever she may be. She may search this whole wide world over, never find a sweeter man as me. St. James Infirmary Blues, a great minor key, slower tune to play on the tenor banjo, and I'm going to teach you it really quickly in this little lesson. And a great thing about this one is it has 3 shapes, 3 chords, and they all happen in the same 4 frets on the neck, which means we'll be able to play this in pretty much any key we want just by moving the whole thing up and down the neck. So the key I just played it in was the key of D minor. But what's really important about this isn't necessarily the chord names, it's how the shapes relate to each other. Let's do it in D minor first, and if you do have trouble with some of the stretchier chords here, don't worry, because we're going to play it further up the neck, and as we go up the neck, the frets get closer together. So even if you struggle with this first bit, we'll move it up the neck in a moment to another key, and you might find that a whole lot easier. My first chord is D minor, which is 2, 2, 3, 5. So even though I'm barring with my first finger, I'm only really putting the pressure on the lower 2 strings. That's D minor. Now we need an A7. Now I'm on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th frets here, and they're the only frets I'm going to use for these 3 chords. This one isn't a bar chord, and it is a bit of a stretchy one. I've now got my index finger still on the 2nd fret but not barring. I'm playing 4, 2, 5, 4. And it looks like that on the fingerboard. It's a bit of a finger buster, but we'll move it up the neck in a moment. That's our A7. If we go back to our D minor, that one, we're going to make the G minor, and we're simply going to do that by moving our 2nd finger and our little finger across a string, So instead of being on the 3rd and 5th frets on the top 2 strings, they're now on the 3rd and 5th frets on the middle 2 strings. So I've gone from there to there, but then I'm going to take my little finger and squash it down so it covers both of those top strings. So I now have 2, 3, 5, 5, and that's my G minor chord. And if I play all of those chords with a close-up, you'll be able to see exactly how they relate to each other. Okay, so now we've done that, those shapes all happening in that same space is really useful because we could just move our hand up anywhere we like and do exactly the same thing. We'd be playing the same song but in a different key. So if we did it with our index finger at the 5th fret, we could play the same shapes. Same song, you hear that it's the same song, but rather than singing down here, it was down, I'd be singing up here. And if I can do it, it was down by old Joe's barroom. Now that might suit your voice better, but it also might make some of these chord shapes a whole lot easier as far as the stretching, particularly on that one we had as an A7 down there. That's a bit of a stretch. So while we're up here, I'll play through them. The chords, the names of the chords are going to be F minor, C7, F minor, F minor, B flat minor, C7, F minor, C7, F minor, B flat minor, C7, F minor. So we've moved it to another key, but even without knowing what the chord names were there, you could still play it in that key. And that's all you need to know for this song. It just goes round that same pattern. So get used to not only knowing what the chords are and working them out, but more importantly, get your ear attuned to what it sounds like to go from the D minor to the A7. What it sounds like when we go to the 3rd chord, the G minor, and how that's different. So rather than worrying about the chord names, you're starting to hear what the changes sound like. And that starts to get into your fingers and into your ears and into your head so that you start being able to play songs without stressing too much. And of course, this one is great because we can play it anywhere we like. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.